What's up, YouTube? Combat here, and today I want to talk about the recent layoffs at Infinity Ward, along with some other moves that Activision has made in response to their Q4 results, which I'm going to talk about those in a different video because that's going to be more of a ranty one. This one is more focused on just what this means for Call of Duty moving forward, because I think having a little bit of a facelift in one of the three developers is a really good thing. But first, there's tons of news with this. So Sledgehammer was confirmed as a 2017 Call of Duty developer. We already knew this was going to happen regardless, but they needed to officially announce it. They also talked about how the space setting with Infinite Warfare didn't resonate with fans. I agree with that 100%. I also think that fans were not impressed with advanced movements for 3 straight games. I think that did alienate a lot of people from just purchasing the game. Then on top of that, they just weren't happy with the overall sales of the game, but that's because they didn't produce the game that any of the fans wanted. Now they're saying they're listening to fans, which, okay, take that as you will. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. And they're going to release a traditional combat Call of Duty with it going back to its roots. So read into that as you will. Maybe it's going to be boots on the ground. Maybe it's going to be boots on the ground with a little bit of wall running like we've seen in Infinite Warfare already. Maybe they're testing that out to see how fans like it, and if fans like it a lot, that's what they're going to go with in the next game. And I'm going to talk about that also in a different video because I kind of have a mini rant about how I feel about map design when it involves wall running in Call of Duty and just advanced movements in general. I really just hope for Call of Duty 2017 there's no wall running, there's just no boost jumps. Make it traditional, boots on the ground like Modern Warfare Remastered is. But recently, due to this article that I was reading, Infinity Ward is laying off some employees in response to what happened with Infinite Warfare. And I always mix those two things up. Like, why do you make Infinite Warfare and then you make your company Infinity Ward? Just do one or the other. Say you could have made it Space Warfare or Intergalactic Warfare. No, you needed to make it Infinite Warfare, where I cannot say your company and differentiate it from your game. Regardless of that, I've ranted about that before. But they did lay off some people, and I feel bad for the people laid off, but I'm sure it's the video game industry. They'll find other jobs. But this is also the video game industry where things are very competitive, where publishers and developers are fighting for every dollar from their consumer, and they're trying their best to get every single nickel and dime out of their consumer and out of their potential customer. And when you can't resonate with that customer, it is a lot harder to get the money from those customers. So they felt that a shakeup with Infinity Ward was the way to go, and I agree with it 100%. I'm on board with this for Activision. I'm not cheering and raving because people lost their jobs. I feel bad for them, but I think it's a good move. Just like sports, you know, when your team's not doing very well for a long time and they decide to get rid of the coach, the GM, and just completely redo all the management, it helps the team out. You know, fresh faces, fresh ideas, fresh beliefs just help the franchise out, except for the Cleveland Browns. But it just helps everyone kind of reset and really look at it from an objective point of view. You know, when you bring in new people, and obviously they haven't mentioned if there's going to be new hirings, but I can only imagine there's going to be. And when you bring in fresh faces, you bring in new people, it's going to make what you're producing better, because you can just look at it in an objective point of view. You know, you have somebody that has never worked on a Call of Duty game before coming into a fresh Call of Duty game, and they're like, yeah, we played COD 4, we played Modern Warfare 2. This is how we feel COD 2019 should go. And I think it's going to be a good move for Activision in the long run. Now, obviously, they might find a way to screw it up, but I really hope they don't. The other thing that they can probably use is bring in some new faces that are just fresh out of school. Bring in some entry-level people who've probably played Call of Duty growing up and have a good idea of where they want to see the series go, because that's very important to the core fans and to just people in general. Bring in people who've played the game for years. Don't just bring in these like Call of Duty elite guys that you've handpicked to kind of feed your bullshit to, because it clearly hasn't worked. These guys don't speak for the entire community, because a lot of these guys just do whatever Activision tells them because Activision gives them money. So you need to bring in fresh faces in every aspect. You know, you got to invite different people to these events to get different kind of feedback, because that's important to making these games better. So going forward, I hope Activision continues to kind of take a proactive approach instead of reactive. And this was very much a reactive move, because they realized that this setting just didn't resonate with people. However, I think moves going forward for Activision, and I'm a business person, need to be proactive. They need to be on the offensive, and they need to catch things before they go south. Now, obviously, they're still making great profits. You know, they had a record-setting Q4, but at the same time, they need to focus on the health of this franchise more than just the dollars coming in. And I'm glad that they didn't get blinded by that dollar amount, that they still took, nonetheless, a reactive approach and said, we need to stop this now. We need to stop the bleeding, because what could happen could be detrimental to our whole business. Because they lost Guitar Hero, they don't want to lose Call of Duty. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, can you please leave a like button? Please hit the like button. I don't know why I always say leave a like button. There's no way to leave the like button. You can leave a like on the video, but you also have to hit the like button with your mouse. Regardless, if you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of this recent news from Call of Duty. And also, guys, until next time, Combat's signing off. Peace.